Okay mga kaibigan, so this is something that, yeah, a few years ago ko na nakita, a few years ago ko na narinig. Suma dito ka? Again, this is something that I didn't want to believe at first when I first heard it a few years ago. Pero yeah, at least based din sa mga recent na smartphone releases, kasama na din doon yung para sa akin disappointing na release ng S24 series ng Samsung. Yeah, definitely nasa peak smartphone na tayo. Actually, a few years back pa nga, pero I didn't want to believe it since hopeful pa ako na there are still a lot more things that can be improved, can be added to smartphones. And no, hindi lang to base sa S24 series ng Samsung, pati na din sa iPhone 15 series and pati na din itong release ng Honor na kung saan they're getting vloggers to fucking drop the cell phone to prove a point para maibenta. Yan, ganda siguro na design pero sa mga hindi nakakaalam ng specs nito, it is a Snapdragon 6 Gen 1. Now, generally, this isn't a bad chipset by any means pero considering yung price na binebenta nila to, ayan, 16,999 as of making this video and pagkakaalam ko, hindi pa ata to yung MSRP niya. Sale price to, if I'm not mistaken. My point being is there's really no real innovations anymore for smartphones. On a side note nga pala, originally this video was going to be me talking about the S24 series, how it's disappointing for me kung na-amaze kayo sa presentation ng Samsung and AI and shit. Yeah, maybe that's for you. It's cool. Yun lang siguro masasabi ko. And siguro yeah, we reached peak smartphone I think in 2020 or 2021. And ang lungkot lang kasi not once dun sa Galaxy Unpacked event did I mention the 8 Gen 3, the new 8 Gen 3 sa S24 series. And I get it siguro, may mga nirelease natin kasi mga smartphones before the S24 na may 8 Gen 3 na. So, ewan ko, pero dapat sinabi pa din nila yon along with the fact na yung S24 series, yan, dito sa S24 Ultra, it doesn't really matter where you're from, mapa US or Canada ka or the rest of the world, you are getting the 8 Gen 3. Pero dito sa S24 Plus and base na S24, you are actually getting the Exynos variant. So, if you live in the US or Canada, it doesn't really matter like which model of the S24 you're gonna buy. You are getting the 8 Gen 3, but the international variants of the S24 Plus and S24 gets the Exynos chipset. And that's something that Samsung didn't mention also during their Unpacked event. And at least hindi nila masyadong hinipe ang titanium dito. But yeah, my point being is that there's not really much you can add to a smartphone these days which would warrant you to upgrade from your previous model to the latest model. Like for example, you already have the S23 Ultra, then it makes zero sense, at least for me, to upgrade to the S24 Ultra, which I'm actually gonna make a separate video on. This phone basically feels as when I first unboxed it, which is awesome. So sa mga hater dyan, sa mga nagsabi na, oh, after 1 year, Android gets slow, laggy, battery life is shit after 1 year, keep on hating. Pero ang significant tip ko sa inyo, ito ngang S24 series ng Samsung, if you are getting a huge discount sa trade-in program ng Samsung ngayon, if iti-trade in mo yung S23 series mo and ang liit lang talaga ng idadagdag mo, go for it. It is an upgrade, technically speaking, pero not all that compelling for me. Unless na lang siguro if there's a serious issue sa release ng isang chipset, ganun for example, with the 8 Gen 1 and 888 before it, they are a hot mess. Highly recommend kong panoorin yung isang video ng Geeker One. Like, I can't recommend them enough sa mga, well, hindi lang sa mga nerds, pati na din sa mga baguhan din sa mga smartphones. If that's the case, yung thermals yung issue and nag-overheat yung phone, which would greatly decrease. Mas mabilis na magde-degrade yung lifespan ng phone nyo. If you're coming from the S21 or S22 series, then it makes a lot of sense to upgrade to kahit hindi yung S24 series, kahit yung S23 series lang, kasi this phone has never basically gotten to the point na uncomfortable to hold siya kahit sa mga intensive tasks, ganun. But yeah, pretty much yun lang naman. Ewan ko kung ano pa madadagdag ng smartphone companies to make a more compelling purchase of phone, unless lang kukuha sila ng mga vloggers, i-hype nga nila yung smartphone na release nila, ganoon. Kung napanood nyo yung Unpack, of course, nakita nyo siguro si Mr. Beast na dinedemo yung S24. And yes, yung nakita ko a few years ago about us reaching peak smartphone. Yeah, matagal na tayong nasa peak smartphone, turns out. Kasi there's really no innovations in smartphones these days na, ayun, dinadaan na nga lang sa hype and you're just getting a faster smartphone each year. That's it. So yun lang naman yung 2 cents ko about this topic. Of course, if you guys have your own thoughts and opinions, if agree kayo sa akin, then leave it in the comments of this video. I'd like to hear it. And yeah, as always, leaving a like is the easiest way to support the channel. Consider subscribing if you like my content and turn on notifications for all so you'll be updated on my latest videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Flip a bag, now I'm serving a Tesla. Going back, shawty with me, I stepped up. GTA for the ops, ain't no less stuff. Shawty born to be my angel, yeah, I'm blessed up. Cooking right up in the stew, gotta check the fan. Yeah, I'm watching out for ops, yeah, they not my fan.